All right, here is the first garden tour. I know I'm a little later than usual, but this is June the 9th, I guess. And here we go. Pardon all the rooster noises. And we start here with the cabbages. And they're growing quite nicely. And there's nothing ahead. This is where the broccoli and the cauliflowers are going to go, in these two rows here. They're not in yet. He's waiting to put them in a little later in hopes that perhaps they'll blossom later and we won't get as much bolting as we did last year. So time will tell. And then here, pardon my shadow, we have Brussels sprouts. We're trying them again. The last couple of times we put them in, we had horrible bug problems. But he's trying something new this year. Don't ask me what, I don't know. And hopefully this year we will not have the bug problems we had before, because I do love Brussels sprouts. Then next over we have the garlics. As you can see, are doing very well. These overwinter, so these are actually going to be coming out soon so they can dry and get put away for next year. And past the garlics we have the onions, which are also doing very well. He grows these from seeds, actually. He doesn't buy sets anymore. He buys seeds now, and he plants them and grows them from seeds. I don't know what's here. Let's see if I can figure it out. Maybe nothing yet, because this looks a lot like weeds. Oh, wait, no, I've got markers, so let's see. I don't spend much time out here, as you know. Oh, the markers aren't marked, so I don't know what's here. It'll be a surprise to me, too. Next row, we have the carrots, which you can see are absolutely flourishing, doing very well. And then here we get into spinach and lettuce. We've been eating spinach and lettuce for weeks now because it has been so blasted warm that everything's been growing like crazy. And you can also see the drip irrigation, which works beautifully here. And you can see we've got the next rows for as we go into the future. And this will be more for later. And around, trying not to kill myself. This, although they're really not coming up, there are a couple down here, are the melons. Melons, I know he showed me a few earlier. Let me see if I can spot them. Here we go. See, a couple of little tiny ones just starting to come up. We plant watermelons and cantaloupes, and they do really well. And in here, are the cucumbers, and they're just starting to come up too. So, and I am not sure, I don't know what's going to go in here. Who the devil knows? I forgot to ask him. Oops, as I go. Wow. Okay, now he's trying something new this year. He learned from a friend, something apparently the Native Americans did. As you can see, it's corns, but in with the corns are also beans, because corn drains nitrogen from the soil, but beans put nitrogen back in. And as the beans grow, they'll use the corn to wrap around, and they'll use them as their, I can't think of the word, posts. And the zucchinis are also going to get planted in here too, because apparently the three of them work together very well. But the zucchinis haven't been planted yet. God save me from zucchinis. And then down here are the snow peas, which are just starting to put out their little grabbers, and they'll grow up on to the lines set out. And here are the eggplants, which you can see are looking a little sad right now, but he thinks they'll come back just fine. Now, you can see this section is still a little weedy. He was working up here today, and this is where the tomatoes will go, all the way up in there. We plant a lot of tomatoes. But what I missed is I know he planted celery somewhere, But I wonder if the celery's died and didn't do well. But he has more plants growing. Let me see if I can find them. But that is the main vegetable garden right now. And I'll take you out to the other gardens. Okay, and this is the berry garden. And you can see, oops, I hope I didn't just turn something off. I guess not. Okay. The blueberries are doing well. Pardon my shadow again. And the strawberries have already brought in a tremendous amount of berries in just about a week of production. I've already made a pie, and there seem to be quite a few more in there. I can see Red just standing here. And the blackberries have amazing numbers of blossoms on them. As you can see, this is the most blossoms we've ever seen on the blackberries. Really, a lot. And then, as you can see, it kind of gets a little choked down in here because he just hasn't had the time to go in and weed, but there's a few more in there, so that's doing really well. He hasn't planted potatoes yet, but he's going to put them in soon.